South Africa's alcohol bans during the pandemic have had a devastating impact on its world-renowned wine industry. Through the value chain itself, it brings in more than 265,000 jobs. It also contributes 1.1% to the country's GDP. So this is an industry that is really very important. Well, at the moment, for much of the Southern Hemisphere, it is harvest season. In fact, in the Cape region, harvesting is in full swing. It's about to peak as well. And from the sounds of it, there is hope that it's going to be a much rosier 2021 than last year. The BBC's Rhodri Davies reports.
Grapes have grown well for generations on the Western Cape, but pandemic restrictions generated a question over whether they'd have anywhere to go. Gone were alcohol sales in South Africa. 3 nationwide bans for months put a shade on consuming. But now, here, harvesting is bringing a glow to winemakers. At the vineyard Himel and Ade, or heaven and earth. Earth, sun and cool Atlantic Ocean air provide ideal growing conditions. Conditions for sales abroad are maintaining its prosperity.
We're lucky on Hamilton Russell Vineyards in only selling, in my 30 years, on average about 7% of our wine directly. We almost refer people to retailers in the country of origin and say, rather buy it there.
Here, a modest production volume and a considerable reputation abroad are the foundations for good fortunes, unlike other business models.
If your business relied a lot on tourism or direct sales from the property, you were hit particularly hard, particularly if you also ran a restaurant on the property.
Winemakers in general have been pressed hard. Estimates put the losses in direct income at hundreds of millions of dollars in an industry that employs tens of thousands of people. Firms have been forced to close. But the country offers potentially quality Chardonnay and Pinot Noir grapes for winemakers.
We can have quite a lot of vigor in South Africa because of our sunshine and some of the soils. I think where we are, it's really nicely in balance, and we get beautiful, natural, low-yielding crops from our vineyards, and very nice small berries, good concentration, and we don't need to do much to try and extract from the Pinot Noir. It sort of comes quite naturally.
And knowledge of that abroad has protected producers.
It's now obvious that South Africa makes superb wines and that Walker Bay in the Western Cape has its place among the greatest winemaking regions, for the Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir, that is. 12 years ago, it was much harder to sell it as it is today, because a lot of work has been done.
Workers among the vines here in a late harvest season pick a local produce with a global reputation. They'd hope for many generations more. Rhodri Davies, BBC News.